I'm Andrea Donsky, host of New Hope Network Soapbox Series, and today I'm here with Dr. James Lavalle, Scientific Advisor for Wakunaga of America. Welcome to the show, Jim.
How you doing?
I am doing good, thank you. Today we are talking about probiotics, and probiotics are really well known. For many of us have heard the term, but I want to focus on probiotics that benefit the microbiome. So what's the latest news in this category?
Well, I think one of the most exciting parts of that category is the whole area of prebiotics. And so obviously with Wakunaga North America, they've developed a fantastic product called Plus Symbiotic, where you're actually combining the benefits of probiotics with prebiotics. And I think it's really important because I don't think people realize how the health of your microbiome really is the focus of your immune system.
So symbiotics, just for clarity, are a mix between pre and probiotics?
So you have probiotics, which everybody's pretty familiar with, then prebiotics. In a specific prebiotic that was used with the Symbiotic Plus probiotic formula is that it's bioequivalents. And so there's a lot of different prebiotics, but the problem is that when people take prebiotics, they even say, oh yeah, I tried that, but I got gassy. So it's the type of prebiotic that you get that's very important because it can cause gastric distress. But what was used in the Symbiotic Plus Pro, that is a really interesting product because it uses this new prebiotic that helps and doesn't have any issues with causing gastric distress or any kind of gassing or bloating.
Got it. All right. Now, Jim, I know you are big on the science. You and I have spoken about this in the past. Is there research behind it? I mean, if we're talking about symbiotics, what is the research? Because I know you're going to say yes. I just would love to know what that is.
Sure. Well, I mean, first of all, the probiotics that include the friendly trio, which have a tremendous amount of research from them from Wakunaga already. So that's the probiotic base that was in the formulation. And then when you add the bioequivalents, there's studies that show that, first of all, it increases what's called beta defensin 2. And beta defensin 2 it's produced in your intestine to attach the different pathogens and act as a barrier of immunologic defense against, infections, colds, viruses, those kind of things. And so that's one. The second thing is that it enhances satiety. And there's studies that show that when you take a prebiotic and you feed the friendly flora now can release the hormones, the gastric hormones and the hormones that helps regulate your appetite. So that's pretty interesting. And then the third is there's studies that show that it improves constipation and regularity of your bowel. And so all of those things have been studied on the use of the prebiotic bioequivalents. And so once again, when you have that Pro Plus Symbiotics, you've got a combination of human strain flora that has been studied and tested. So there's a total of 9 strains in it. The friendly trio and 6 others, along with this patented prebiotic that allows you to really not just kind of seed the intestine with beneficial flora, but you feed the intestine the beneficial flora as well by using that prebiotic. And that's incredibly important because when you feed the beneficial flora, it's not just about digesting your food, hormones and the synthesis of vitamins, all of that's dependent on what's going on with your beneficial flora.
Jim, as we talked about, I know science and research is really important to you. Can you talk a little bit about Wakunaga of America and how you trust them in terms when it comes to leading the way for science and just quality in general?
Well, I've had a long history with Wakunaga of North America, and actually I've even visited Japan. And I have not found a company more committed to the science of the dietary supplements that they research and then they offer to their consumers. So it's this commitment to excellence on the product quality. For example, with the probiotics and with the Pro Plus Symbiotics, the guarantee of the ingredients to the date of expiration. So all the flora are alive. The fact that they're all DNA verified. mean, all of these factors add up to create a product that you can trust. And it's easy to see because they continually research the products by looking at clinical trials, funding clinical trials. I don't think you'll find a company more committed to the science and efficacy of the ingredients that they put into the Wakunaga family of products than you will with Wakunaga.
That's pretty incredible. I mean, a lot of research behind it, which I love to see. So, in your opinion, I want to narrow down to three. What are three top things that retailers should tell consumers about Symbiotics and Chiodophilus Pro Plus Symbiotics?
So I think the number one thing that they should say is that this enhances your probiotic experience. Meaning that if you're wanting to take a probiotic and kind of get that little extra edge that they're looking for, that having a product that has prebiotics in it together with probiotics allows you to get that 2-for-1 or synergistic effect. Secondly, it's the type of prebiotic that is taken so that you don't have to worry about gastric distress, bloating, or any kind of distension, because the prebiotic in the Pro Plus Symbiotic actually doesn't cause gas, bloating, or distension. And the third piece is that if you want to maximize your immune system's abilities from the gastrointestinal tract, using prebiotics helps to improve immunologic defense. And that's the key thing, is that, by getting those beta-2 defensins to go up, that is going to really help you in terms of your overall immunologic health, which of course everybody now over the last year has a heightened awareness of the immune system and why it needs to be at peak performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jim, I always love speaking with you. I just have one last question for you. How do you, James Lavalle, spark change?
I spark change every day by waking up and deciding I'm going to serve someone. That means I'm going to help people to feel better. I'm going to try and educate the best I can so that it empowers them to make changes in their lives. And it doesn't matter whether I'm teaching physicians or sitting in an office with my patients.
I love that. Thank you so much for doing today's interview.
Oh, it's great. Thanks for having me.
I hope you enjoyed today's interview with Dr. Jim Lavalle. Thank you so much for watching New Hope Network's Soapbox Series. We'll see you next time.